The holiday season is here, and with Black Friday/Cyber Monday just right around the corner, I wanted to highlight a few gift ideas and just the tech that I've been using this year that also happens to have some really good holiday sales going on right now. But before we jump into our first category, make sure to subscribe to the channel because I'll also have a video up on the best Black Friday deals for everything that is Apple specific, and you won't want to miss that if you're in the market for some new Apple products this year. With that said, this video will have minimal Apple deals, but I do want to call out just a couple, and everything will be linked in the description down below. None of this is sponsored unless I say otherwise. And so with that said, we can start with the Apple Watch Series 11. I have been wearing this since it came out. It has been my absolute go-to watch over the last few months. Been really loving it so far, and it's currently listed for $50 off, and you can get it for $349. And the SE3 is also on sale too for just under $200. These are two fantastic watches for those who either want to get an upgrade for the main Apple Watch, or if you're just getting into this space, or maybe you're getting one for your kid, you can save a lot of money with the Apple Watch SE3, and I highly recommend checking those out. From an AirPods perspective, we have the brand new AirPods Pro 3, which I've also been constantly using and love, and these are already on sale from $249 down to $219. The new AirPods 3 are redesigned for a better fit and feel with the new memory foam tips that kind of go into the ear canal a little bit further than previous generations, which is what will help secure the fit. Also, for those who say they never stay in your ears, this new design might actually fix that for you, so definitely try them out. They are also featuring a new sound profile that boosts up the low end quite a bit, all while still keeping that amazing instrument separation with the highs and the mids. Honorable mention, but AirPods 4 without ANC are only $80, and if you want ANC, you can get that for $99. These are also two amazing deals. I recommend just going with the ANC. I use those also quite a bit. If you prefer over-ear headphones, the AirPods Max with USB-C are on sale for $429, which is about $120 off its retail price. These aren't the best value or even the best over-ear headphones that I'll mention in this video. We'll have a few more later on, but they are the only ones that offer that great Apple integration into the entire ecosystem where everything just works and it works well, and that's why I still use them. They are still running 5+ year old tech, and really the only major change that happened recently was that these ones now have USB-C ports instead of Lightning, and there are a few new colors, but even at 5+ years old, they're still really good in the audio department. But there are other options out there where you might just get a lot more value, especially for a cheaper price, but you won't get that really tight ecosystem integration that I mentioned before. But it's still an option that I wanted to point out. Now, for those who know me, you know that there are two things that I'm kind of obsessed with: Apple products and just cool tech in general, but I'm also really into golf right now. And so if you're like me, this is the setup that you've been waiting for and a holiday deal that you need to jump on from today's sponsor, Full Swing. The Full Swing kit is already one of the most seamless launch monitors for anyone that's deep in the Apple ecosystem. There's a polished Apple Watch app where you can get all of your stats, and an iPhone and iPad app that, again, gives you instant data, club-by-club tracking, video analysis, and so much more. But right now, Full Swing is running a limited-time holiday bundle that takes the kit to another level. If you buy a Full Swing kit launch monitor and use code CYBER, you're getting the Full Swing kit launch monitor plus a premium hitting net and a mat. And you also get free shipping, and so that's a $900 value. The net is a great size for home or even an office setup. I have it right here. I've actually been testing it out at the office, and it's built extremely well, super sturdy, and easy to position without it taking up over the whole room. The hitting mat is equally impressive. It's thick, durable, and it actually feels like real turf. So you can take full swings without beating up your wrist, which is always a concern. I'm planning to spend the entire winter really working on my game, working on club distances, and using the Combine feature inside of the Full Swing app, and I love using it on my iPad. The Combine feature essentially gives you a series of structured challenges that test out distance control, accuracy, and consistency across your bag. It tracks everything automatically, builds a performance score, and shows you exactly where your strengths and weaknesses are. You can pair that with the new bundle, and it's made it incredibly easy to get meaningful practice sessions in here. But also, don't forget, if Mother Nature allows for you to go outside, it's the winter right now, but if you can take it outside and it'll be great on the course and the range. And it's just really great to see some carry distances off the tee out in the real world. And since you can review all of your data across your Apple devices in real time, it fits right into the ecosystem that you already have. So be sure to click the link below and use code CYBER at checkout to jump on this fantastic deal. And for those who want to be more immersive this winter, the Full Swing Kit Studio will also be $1,000 off, and Kit Studio with PC will be $2,500 off. Thanks Full Swing for sponsoring this video. All right, next up, we have the smart home tech world. And if you need some new cameras for your house, holy cow, are there some really cheap deals out there right now? The Arlo Essential cameras of what I've been using at my house for the last 6 months or so. And these are very high quality, but right now they are super cheap. So I have a few Essential cameras across the lineup. So we have the Essential 2K outdoor camera, the video doorbell, and even the new Essential cameras with the pan tilt. You kind of need to wire those for the inside of your house, but those are brand new. They just came out this year and they're already under $15, which is just insane to me. The rest of the cameras that I mentioned are under $50, which is still a really good deal, and it offers up crystal clear day and night modes, custom alerts, tons of settings, automations that you can mess around with inside of the app. It just helps you really easily monitor any visitor that you might have or any packages that you might get, which at my house, especially this time of the year, the packages are pretty nonstop. So definitely worth into beefing up the security at your home. You can do it at a really cheap price point. One of my favorite deals out there right now is on the Eufy Omni S1 Pro robot vacuum. This thing typically retails for $1,500, and right now it's about 53% off at $699. Huge deal on a fantastic robot vacuum and mop combo. We also, again, use this daily. As you can see, it's mapped out my entire house, well, the first floor, and I have my custom schedule set for when I want it to clean and mop. I have it mop about 2 times a week. And it just saves me so much time, especially since we have 3 young kids that, as you can see, make a huge mess throughout the house. This thing constantly is just going around and mopping it up. So if my dogs decide to not eat whatever's on the ground for some reason, the Omni S1 Pro will absolutely do an amazing job at cleaning up liquids, food, anything. It just will clean it all up and mop your floors and leave it looking fresh. The base station also auto empties all of the dust, and it'll clean and dry the mop heads for you and sanitize everything. All you really need to do is just change out the dirty water and add some clean water after each mop. And that's really it. The Govee Uplighter floor lamp is also a fan favorite for my kids in the house, as we put this upstairs in our loft hallway, kind of near the kids' bedrooms. And then we point it up at the sky here, and it just illuminates the hallway with some of these really cool looking patterns and designs. We like a lot of the space theme ones. But yeah, it points up, hence the name Uplighter. And you can use it as a standard lamp if you want to, but that's boring and no fun. We love using the top part of the lamp and just kind of maneuvering it so that we can make the entire house, or the upper level here, look really cool and kind of make you feel like you're floating around in space. Sticking in the home here, we have tons of TVs that are on sale this holiday season, and I'm sure there are a lot of good options out there, but this is the tech that I've been using, so I can personally vouch for it. I have 2 main TVs in my house that I use on a regular basis, and we finally have kind of switched over to Sony. We have the Bravia 8 Mark II OLED and the Sony Bravia 9 Mini LED TV. 2 vastly different TVs here, but with 2 incredible pictures. Let's start with the OLED. I'm a big OLED guy and was only using LG OLEDs for, forever. And now I finally dipped my toes into the Sony world, and I don't know that I can ever go back. Not only is the OLED picture just so color accurate, bright, vibrant, excellent contrast ratio, etc., etc. It's just got a fantastic operating system because it runs off of Google TV, which is by far my favorite built-in TV operating systems. Admittedly, we do use our Apple TV a lot, but if I had to use the built-in one, this is the one that I would want. The remote control is simple and offers up all of the functions that you would need. And you have Google Assistant built in for smart home connectivity, or you can just ask it to open up and play whatever show you want. Sony wins a lot of awards with their TVs, and I finally understand why. The OLED is definitely in the top tier category for me. But I also need to mention our basement TV, perhaps the brightest display on the planet. We probably should have switched these out, but that TV is a lot bigger and we just don't have room upstairs. But it comes with the grain safe features that I mentioned, but again, it's one of the brightest panels ever. In fact, I went to a demo a long time ago where Sony was showcasing this TV with just the backlights. There's no glass. We had to wear special glasses when we were watching this thing because it would actually blind us. And so, yeah, you put the glass back on and it's still pretty blinding, but in the best way possible. It also doesn't wash out any colors when it goes that bright. It doesn't go crazy with the HDR and makes it not look good. It is a great setup for my basement, and I absolutely love it. I couple this TV with the Sonos Arc Ultra here. You can see the soundbar. I have a full video on that and the full setup with a couple of Era 300s. Those are also on sale. They're under $900, usually north of $1,000, which is a pretty good chunk of change off. Staying in the audio department, and I was talking about those headphones earlier, the Sonos Ace headphones are a must if you are deep in the Sonos world like I am. They sound amazing, they work well with the products, excellent fit and comfort, and I have a full video again on these as well, so you can check those out, but it's currently on sale, and there are also two other great pairs on sale, the Sony WH-1000 XM6 and the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra Gen 2, which are actually new to me, and I just tested them out last week for the first time, and I really love them, but I think the XM6s are probably the best in class here, but not by much. The Quiet Comfort Ultra 2s are really nice as well. They look incredible, probably my favorite style out of all of them, and they are probably the most comfortable pair too, and they do a really good job with the noise cancellation. Recently, I wore these for a 5-hour flight, and although the leather cups make you a little sweaty, my ears were never hurting or had any fatigue. Sound quality is fantastic. I love these for watching content on the plane. I just think overall the XM6s for music and watching stuff and comfort and fit and everything is just kind of a better bundle. But either one of these two, just pick whatever one fits your budget. All of these headphones are currently on sale and should definitely be in consideration if you're in the market for new headphones. And the last bit of audio we have here are these portable speakers from Brane Audio. This is the Brane X, which is a portable speaker that actually delivers legit sub bass in a small go anywhere design thanks to its unique repel attract driver technology, which cancels internal air pressure and lets the driver hit way harder than a speaker this size should. You also get Wi-Fi and Bluetooth streaming, built-in Alexa support, app-based EQ controls if you want to mess around with the sound, and an IP57 rating so that it can handle pretty much any environment. Perfect for poolside when the winter goes away. If you're looking for a compact speaker that feels more like a full in-home setup with really low end punch, the Brane X is one of the most impressive portable options right now. Currently on sale for $100 off for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but if you missed that deal, it'll remain $50 off through the holidays. And lastly, I have a couple of random honorable mentions here, but I just dropped my desk setup video recently if you want to check that out. Again, all of the videos that I mentioned will be linked in the description down below, but one of my favorite new additions is the Anker 7-in-1 Nano charging dock here. It has 2 retractable USB-C cables, a bunch of ports or outlets to plug more stuff in. I really love this thing. You can monitor your stats on the display, which is pretty cool. Also, the XREAL One glasses are really cool and also on sale. If you're interested in expanding your device into a massive screen via these glasses, you just plug them into any USB-C device like an iPad, iPhone, MacBook, Steam Deck even, and now you have your screen instantly scaled up to a massive display, and it's all private and in the comfort of your own eyeballs. And I use these when I travel, and it's kind of a game changer. So those are some of the things that I have been actually using on a daily basis that have really good deals right now for the holidays. If you're watching this before Black Friday, highly recommend you check it out now because a lot of these deals are Black Friday based, but most of these should also carry on throughout the rest of the holidays. So let me know in the comments down below if you've seen any other good deals that you think I should check out. And if there's anything here that you are going to pick up, let me know down in those comments. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you around in the next video.